Sam Levinson, who also did Euphoria, has joined forces with The Weeknd and has given us The Idol, the story of a pop star and some guy that she meets. The Idol. Have you seen
Have
any?
you watched it? I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah,
I read all the. Okay.
Oh yeah, I watched it. I wanted to check it out. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about because I'm sitting there going like, first of all, Lily Rose Depp. I mean, come on, Lily Rose Depp steps into a starring role. Sam Levinson is the creator. I love Euphoria, right? So Sam Levinson, the creator of Euphoria, coming on board. He directed the episodes too. And there are a lot of people that were saying, I don't know why people are being so hard on this show. Stylistically and cinematically, it looks really good. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's because the guy who did Euphoria is doing it. It's more that if you're...
It's forte.
Yeah, I mean, the way it looks, sure.
Yeah.
It looks professionally done, wouldn't you say?
I mean, this is an HBO show too. So it's the same guy on HBO, right?
Yeah.
So he has a nice big budget. He's gonna make
Huge
it look
budget.
nice. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think The Weeknd. He's this huge artist. He makes all these sex songs. And gets
all the WrestleMania theme songs.
That's why I call them sex songs. That's how they get me. They get me all charged up. But he's got all this mystery about him. I love The Weeknd. And then for some reason, he shows up and he, flat irons his hair and grows it all long and wears this, Scarface shirt, tank top on the bottom, grows his beard in full. And I'm like, The Weeknd is like this mysterious sex god on this show that is that tempts the pop star Lily Rose Depp. He made himself look like a total cheeseball. I don't know. I don't know why The Weeknd wasn't just The Weeknd. Like, if he just showed up looking like The Weeknd, I'd be like, man, that dude's cool. But he shows up looking like this character. I'm like, that guy's not cool at all. If I saw that guy at the club, I'd be like, what's going on with that dork, huh? What's his deal?
But he's still trying to play mysterious like he is in real life.
Yeah. But, The Weeknd in real life is mysterious.
Right.
If he just did it that way, boom, here we go. But... I not this guy. I'm not.
He looks like a sleazy drug dealer.
I know. I'm not intrigued by him at all. So, critics did not like this show, The Idol, when it premiered at the film festivals. They did not like the show. They said it was a bad show. Got 26% review. And then the people were like, "Aha! I see what this is. This is Super Mario Brothers all over again. The critics got it wrong again." I'm going to watch this show because it's going to be great, and I'm going to be able to see these lamestream critics don't know what they're talking about. And then the people watched this show, and they also said, not great. Not a great show. I don't even know what's going on. The Weeknd has somehow lost his coolness. The Weeknd was never accused of not being cool. And then this came on, and they were like, that dude is not cool.
Yeah, the only thing material I've seen from the show is that one screen grab going around on Twitter where he says, and I just pulled it up, I'm going to fucking stretch that tiny little pussy. And it's just the most
cringe.
Ugh.
Just cringe.
Yeah.
Also,
cringe.
It's so cringe when you say it too.
Well, I'm reading it like a lawyer. That's why.
No, I know. But can you imagine if somehow The Weeknd channels the same sort of cringe sexuality as Hot Dog? Something has gone terribly wrong here.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that line, but if I did, and I was in the moment, I would probably say it better than I just did right now. I was just using that as what's floating around Twitter.
Sure. But it's also I thought when I saw the billboards and stuff for the show, I thought it was going to be okay, we're going to look at this pop idol and we're going to watch her rise and then see how the industry corrupts, right? And maybe we still will. I don't know. I only watched one episode. I think there's only been 2 episodes thus far. But she's already risen like Jesus. When the show is on, she's already an idol, right? She's already a big pop star. I guess she just got out of having a mental breakdown. I guess her mom passed away, and then she had a mental breakdown, and she's got a hospital bracelet on, and assistant is arguing with the manager, going like, she shouldn't be taking these sexy photo shoots with a hospital bracelet on. And the manager's like, no, it makes it more sexy. And then the assistant or whoever is like, that's not a good thing to say. And then the manager's like, sex sells, and this is very sexy. And it's just so surface level, on the nose. Like, I mean, okay, you know, yeah, so they shouldn't, I guess she shouldn't take sexy photos with her hospital bracelet on, but I mean, the stuff that I've heard about the music industry is so far beyond just somebody should tell her to clip her bracelet off. I don't know. And they never go into detail on any of that stuff, right? They never explore it. Well, why shouldn't they? Well, is this happening? Well, oh, this is an example of this. Like, oh, in real life, we see it this way. It's like, no, it's just like, you know, with these stars, sometimes their handlers talk about them like they're not even human beings. And you're like, no, really? Oh,
Get
man.
outta here.
Oh, man. You know, the whole big thing, the whole big story on episode 1 is that she's in a photo shoot. And Twitter's going nuts while she's in this photo shoot. This is Lily Rose Depp. Twitter's going nuts because there's a photo of her with jizz on her face online.
Ooh.
Yeah. And her managers and stuff, they're like, don't tell her about the jizz. And they're like, okay, we're not going to tell her about the jizz. And you're, as a person, going like, man, I would really like to know if something like that was going on about me, but I guess these managers, they really don't care about her. And then eventually she finds out about the jizz on the face, and, you know, she handles it, you know. And then and that's it, you know, that's kind of where that ends. And then she goes to a club, and she's just hanging out with her friends, but then the Weeknd owns the club. And he's like, talks to her like real quietly, like, and he goes like, you know, you should be having more fun. And she's like, oh my God, I will give you everything. And you're just like,
my eyes already.
I know, because you're like, I'm not like, this is, I go like that. This isn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but I'm just not on this journey with you. I'm not, you haven't gotten me here. These are just things that are happening. I'm sitting there going like this. If this guy looking like this, like if the Weeknd looking like the Weeknd stole my girl away from me, I'd be like, yeah, what am I going to do? It is what, like, that's the week, like, obviously, right? I'm not going to blame her. I'm just going to go, this is the way life works. If this guy stole my girl in a club, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, the standards on this woman I brought here. This is good riddance. I'm not worried about this at all. Goodbye. This guy's a total clown.
Well, the Weeknd would say that you don't understand what he's going for on the show. You see, like, he's responding to some comments about like his character.
Well, you always know that things are working when the star is responding to comments.
Yeah. Well, he's like, they're talking about like how his character is depicted, and he's just like, you guys don't understand. Like, he's supposed to be like this skeevy, you know.
Yeah, but he
like,
sucks. You know what I mean?
Scummy looking guy. Like, I'm trying to elicit a reaction out of the audience, and I want you guys to really, really hate him.
No, you don't hate him. You're just like, ugh. Like, it's the same average dude. You know what? Here's what it is. The Weeknd doesn't understand, because like the Weeknd is this super famous guy. He doesn't understand that this scumbag is like, everybody sees this guy every day. Like, it's not, you're not going like, oh, I just hate him, he's so low. You're just like, yeah, I know that guy. That guy sucks. I don't know why we're watching a show about him. You know what I mean?
I think he's just out of his wheelhouse, and the acting on his part isn't good as well. I've heard that it looks great. The show looks great.
Looks great. Looks like, you know what it looks like? Euphoria. Yeah, it looks exactly like that show Euphoria. Yeah.
That the actress does a good job. Would you agree?
Yeah, I got no problem with the actress. Yeah, Lily Rose Depp, she could. Yeah, I got no problem.
But that the Weeknd is the weakest part of this show.
Well, that feels like people are attacking the Weeknd now. That feels a little like they're going after poor Weeknd. And look, I don't know what it is. The same thing happened to Justin Timberlake. Everybody thinks that because they're great at one thing, they're going to be great at everything. And it's like, just do the thing that you're great at, right? Like,
I didn't hate his acting.
He just was himself every single movie.
Yeah.
Well, he sucked.
But Justin Timberlake rules though.
No, he doesn't. Like he's just like
Oh.
that. Like Justin Timberlake does that like handsome guy self-deprecating thing where it's like you're not self-deprecating. You don't believe this to be true. And he's like, oh, I'm just an awkward guy. No, you don't. You don't believe this to be true. Nah. But everybody was like, oh, dick in a box. Yeah, this guy, he's just one of us. No, he's not.
No, oh, got me.
No, he's not. You know, you go like, oh man, he plays that douchebag in Facebook real good. Yeah, that's about right. You see what I'm saying?
That wasn't method acting or anything.
Well, how varied is Justin Timberlake's acting catalog?
Well, he plays the hot guy in that one movie. The good-looking best friend in that other movie.
Look, if you want to get paid, get paid. If you want to jump in the Facebook movie because the role works for you, jump in the Facebook movie. But this is Michael Jordan playing baseball. You know what I mean? Like, you found your gift. Stop looking. That's all. You found your gift. You get the one. Don't be greedy. You got 4 WrestleMania songs. I danced to all of them. You're great.
Also, he's exposing himself too much.
Well,
this almost feels. I mean,
good call.
This isn't the same. This isn't the same because The Undertaker finished his career before he started, venturing out and stuff like that. But it almost feels like this gimmick that he's been protecting for 10 whatever years now, and he's just throwing himself out there, and it's not. This isn't working. If you're gonna throw yourself out there and shred the mystique, it better work.
Yes. You guys didn't even know I had this other talent. It's like, no, we didn't because